The 1943 D silver 1-cent coin from the United States, the iconic steel cent from World War II. This piece of metal, ordinary in appearance, holds a kind of mystery and fortune that makes coin collectors and treasure hunters go wild. It's the stuff of legends, and if you have one in your hand, it could be the ticket to overnight wealth and a lifetime of awe. In the dust of war-torn years, when the world trembled and nations rose and fell, something small and seemingly insignificant slipped through unnoticed, a coin no larger than a fingertip, yet capable of rewriting history. That coin, the 1943 D1-cent piece, forged not in copper, but in steel, a coin now whispered about in the world of collectors as a silver penny that could change your life forever. At first glance, the 1943 D silver-looking cent may appear like a dull, forgotten relic, slightly gray, perhaps rusted from time, and bearing nothing more than the stoic bust of Abraham Lincoln. But hidden in that cold metallic surface is the tale of a nation's desperation, innovation, and unintended rarity. Because this wasn't just a coin, it was a wartime sacrifice made visible in metal. As America's factories shifted to support the Allied war effort, copper was rerouted to produce ammunition and vital equipment. The mint had no choice but to improvise. For 1 year only, it struck its 1-cent coins not in copper, but in zinc-coated steel, creating the only silver-colored pennies in the country's history. And the 1943 D, minted in Denver, became one of the most iconic among them. This steel penny gleams differently. It feels different. It sounds different when dropped on a table. And for those lucky enough to recognize it, it means something different. Because while millions were made, only a tiny fraction have survived in exceptional condition, especially those from the Denver Mint with a D beneath the year. And it's these rare, preserved examples that now ignite a frenzy in the collector world. One might ask, how could a coin that was once worth a single cent now command values that touch the skies? The answer lies in history, rarity, and condition. Most 1943 steel cents rusted, corroded, or were tossed away as junk metal. But just a few, were kept untouched, protected by accident or intention. And today, those coins are worth thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands, depending on specific features. Imagine stumbling upon one that was never circulated. The coin still has its sharp luster, that metallic shine, and the D mint mark stamped crisply beneath the year. That's not just a penny anymore. That's a fortune in disguise. The coin might look modest, but auction houses have seen prices soar to dizzying heights for high-grade examples, especially those with errors, such as off-center strikes or double dies. Even more fascinating are the steel pennies accidentally struck on copper planchets. These ultra-rare copper-colored 1943 D-cents are worth millions, as they were never meant to exist. But even the standard 1943 D steel cents, especially in pristine, uncirculated condition, have become powerful icons in numismatic lore, the ultimate silver ghosts of American currency. Now let's talk emotion. There's something soul-stirring about holding a coin that passed through hands during the most turbulent time in modern history. When you feel the chill of the 1943 D penny in your palm, you aren't just touching metal, you're touching courage, resilience, and war-born ingenuity. And that history breathes value into every edge and curve. There have been collectors who spent years hunting for a perfect 1943 D steel penny. They scoured yard sales, dusty attics, inherited jars of coins, and even estate auctions, driven by the dream of uncovering a piece of forgotten wealth. And for some, that dream came true. They found it, authenticated it, and walked away with more money than most see in a lifetime. If your 1943 D penny is dirty, don't panic. In fact, don't clean it. Experts refer coins in their natural state. That rough condition may hide a gem underneath. And if yours shows unusual features, like double letters, lamination cracks, or a mirror-like surface, you may be holding a variant that collectors would fight over. It's almost tragic to think that many of these coins are discarded, melted, or lost. People didn't realize what they had. Some gave them to children. Others dumped them in penny drives. But for those who kept them, protected them, and recognized their worth, the reward was beyond imagination. Even more tantalizing is the fact that some coins haven't been found yet. They're still out there, buried in basements, tucked in drawers, hidden in boxes sealed for decades. Each one a potential key to unimaginable riches. The search isn't over. In fact, it's just beginning. The market today is hungrier than ever. Collectors are paying top dollar for coins that combine historical importance, rarity, and physical beauty. And the 1943 D steel cent fits all three. It's more than money. It's a symbol, a memory, a message from the past that somehow slipped through to our present with a price tag that keeps rising. So if you're someone who keeps old coins, go check. Pull out that jar. Open that drawer. Look for a penny with a steel gray color, the date 1943, and a tiny D under the date. Hold it in your hand and ask yourself, is this just a coin or is this destiny waiting to be discovered? And remember, you don't need 20 of them. You just need one. One lucky find. One steel survivor from 1943. That 1 cent could unlock dreams, pay debts, change lives, even build empires. It's not a fantasy. It's real, and it's happened before. In the world of coin collecting, few things are as electrifying as the moment a seemingly ordinary object reveals itself to be a national treasure. That's the thrill of the 1943 D steel cent, the coin that looks like nothing but is worth everything. It's the ultimate underdog, the quiet king of pennies, the treasure hidden in plain sight, and in the eyes of those who know what to look for. It's a beacon of opportunity glittering faintly under years of dust. If you got one, guard it. Get it authenticated. Find a trusted numismatist, because that small, gray coin might just be your greatest inheritance, your silent windfall, your 1 cent miracle. In a world where fortunes are made through investments, real estate, and crypto, nothing shocks more than discovering that your $1 million future was always sitting quietly in your coin jar, asking nothing of you, just waiting to be noticed. This is a legend of the 1943 D silver penny, a coin born of war, raised by chance and crowned by history.